everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Maddie, and today I'm going to be making a Q&A video. Recently I hit 7,500 subscribers, which was actually my 2026 goal of the year. That was what I wanted to hit, and I am super stoked that I hit it before the year was even half over. Last year it took me all the way until December, and I almost missed my goal, so I am so happy I was able to do this, and I want to thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. So I made a post and I had you guys ask me questions you want me to answer, and I'm going to be answering them in this video. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so first up we have Lily Loves... I don't know if I can say that without community guidelines coming on me. Okay, Lily Loves Drags, but replace the A with a U and then you'll get their name. So she says, or they, I don't know if this is she, hi, I'm so happy that you hit 7.5k. Can you tell me how you created the channel and why? Originally, this channel was quite different. I first started it out several years ago when I was 13. My brother and I made some fun little videos on it that have been long since deleted. We pretended we were dogs, and it's how people react to different dog breeds. Looking back on them, they were so bad. I deleted those. I kind of got into trying to make skits. They weren't good looking back on those either. Then I finally kind of got a little bit of a niche. I got into making book talk content. If any of you know what book talk is, it's just like content about books and stuff. I still have a few of those videos up, not a lot. I got into making edits, and that's when I finally gave my channel the name Medellis. Before then, I kind of switched between names several times, but I finally landed on Medellis, and that's actually kind of a little crazy story within itself. I don't know if you know of the YouTuber, and I think she's a TikToker too, Call Me Chris. She makes TikToks. Well, when I was 13, I completely mispronounced her name. I thought her name was Call Me Chris, and I absolutely loved her channel, so I thought, well, why not take my name and do something like Medellis? And then later on, I find out, oh, it's Call Me Chris, but at that point, I liked the name Medellis. It stuck. I like it, and it's just kind of funny that its origin there. So anyway, I got into edits and making edits. I think Star Wars, Arcane, some Has Been Hotel ones. The Has Been Hotel ones definitely got the most views. If I had been smart, I would have just stuck with that and realized I had my niche there, but I didn't. And then this year, I finally really got into making Has Been Hotel content after season 2 came out, and those videos did really well. As to why I created this channel, couldn't give you a straight answer there. I just kind of did, and then it did well. It's just kind of become a hobby for me. So, yeah. Okay. Next up, we have... I cannot say that. Here, what's there? Okay, so their channel name is Anonymous P. Okay, I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong again. Why do most people think that Angel Dust is a woman? Probably because he definitely has a very pink palette, and people still associate the color pink with women quite a bit. And he's also a very curvy character. He's got a lot of curves and stuff. People associate that with women too. So I just think that's how it happened. That, and he tends to dress kind of feminine, so I'm assuming that has something to do with it. Alright, next we have Abel Magyar, and they want to know Radio Apple or Radio Static. I am not a big fan of Radio Apple. Please don't hate on me for that. I've just never really been into it. I do really like Radio Static, but I prefer Radio Silence by quite a bit, which means that Vox likes Alistair, but Alistair doesn't like him back, and that I think Radio Silence is canon at this point. But if I had to pick between Radio Apple and Radio Static, I'd pick Radio Static. Alright, now we have Marina Octo, and they have several questions here. What's your favorite food? Okay, have you ever been to one of those like pita bar places where you can get a bowl and it has pita, it has rice, it has vegetables, and maybe some tzatziki sauce in it? I absolutely love those. If I had to pick a second favorite, I'd probably go Nerds Gummy Clusters. I eat way too many of those. Their next question is, what's your favorite Pokemon and why? I've actually never played Pokemon. I don't know how I have gone through my life without playing Pokemon. Well, I take that back. I think I played it once for 3 minutes on a friend's console, but that wasn't really enough to get the point. I think there's a Pokemon that's like a bat and it has hypnosis powers. I don't know the name of it. I could be completely off, but I think that's what it is. I really like that, but other than that, I don't really know any other than Pikachu. So, introvert or extrovert? I am definitely an introvert. I have some close friends, but other than that, I tend to like to stay to myself. I like my alone time. I get overwhelmed in like really social situations. Sometimes being an introvert can kind of affect how I make videos, because if you'll notice, a lot of YouTubers are just really, you know, enthusiastic, they're very charismatic, and I don't have that. There have been times when I filmed an intro for a video and I've seen incredibly enthusiastic, and I promise you it's not that I'm not enthusiastic, I don't have a bubbly personality like that. Have you ever had sleep paralysis? Twice that I know of. One time when I was really little, I woke up and I felt like something over my mouth, and it really freaked me out because I didn't really know what sleep paralysis was then. And then my second time with sleep paralysis, I think was maybe 8 months ago? I can't give you an exact date for it, but I was kind of waking up in the middle of the night randomly, and I saw a shadowy figure above me, and I couldn't really move, but somehow I knew it was sleep paralysis, so I wasn't really scared. I just kind of started blinking. I don't know how I was blinking because I couldn't really move, but I was able to blink and it just started going away, so that didn't really freak me out too much. I don't get sleep paralysis a lot, probably because I sleep on my side mainly, and I've heard that you can't really get sleep paralysis if you sleep on your side. What's your favorite song? Oh, that's hard. I listen to a lot of music, and they are completely different genres. I mean, night and day. If I had to pick a Hazbin Hotel song, it's between Gravity and Brighter, but just a song not associated with Hazbin Hotel, I've got kind of a niche one. Portrait of a Blank Slate by Lovejoy. I really like that song. There's been times where I'll listen to it on repeat for 2 weeks, I'll forget about it for a month, and I'll always go back to it. I keep going back to that. And their last question is, do you know the Muffin Man? I don't know what that is from. Is that a reference to Shrek, or is that a preschool song? I don't know what that is. I've never watched Shrek, and I don't know, so no, I don't know the Muffin Man. Alright, next up, let's see, what is your favorite TADC ship, so the Amazing Digital Circus? I have actually only watched the pilot of the Amazing Digital Circus, so I don't know a lot about the characters. If I had to say off the top of my head, and looking back on this after I've finished watching the Amazing Digital Circus, I'm probably going to realize I was so wrong. Maybe Jackson Pomni? Yeah, they mentioned they like Funny Bunny. I don't know what that is. Maybe, Ragatha and Pomni? They seem like they could be a thing. I don't know. Really couldn't tell you. And then, yeah, I can't really see anyone else. And Hannah Beachland asked that question. And then, what's the name? Oh, okay, they just go by Lou. Alright, if you were to be in charge of the extermination crimes, who would you blame the most? You mean like judging them? Like if I were a judge? Kind of like a Geneva trials type thing? I hope that's what you mean. That's what I'm taking from your question. If I was in charge, who would I blame the most? Okay, definitely not Loot, because she's just kind of been manipulated her whole life into doing the extermination, so not her. We don't know a lot about kind of what went up there with the exterminations. I probably should rewatch season 1. Sarah, you can't really blame her too much. I don't like Sarah, but to be fair to her, she thought she was doing the right thing. That doesn't justify it, but she thought she was doing the right thing. Most of Heaven didn't know, and with Adam, yeah, I guess you could blame him quite a bit. I think it was his idea. Was it his idea? Please tell me, was it his idea? I need to watch season 1 again. And then I know technically God isn't in Hazbin Hotel, but wouldn't God know? I mean, can you blame God? Okay, yeah, thank you so much for your questions, and again, thanks for getting me to 7.5k subscribers. Yeah, and hope you enjoyed the video, and have a great rest of your day.